Hi, Thumos. Welcome back. So I asked our group, what are the biggest modern day psyops? Psychological operations. Now I'm going to read you a few of these. I think these are interesting, funny, but I'd like to hear from you down below. What are the biggest psyops? What do we as men have to deal with that maybe not a lot of people talk about? What are some unseen traps? Some evil manipulation that we have to face. So first off, here's what I got to tell you. Taylor Swift, hopefully a lot of you guys are not listening to Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift is loser female music. What's this guy's name? Morgan Wallace. Morgan Wallen is a psyop. Modern day country music is a huge psyop. To be fair, modern day music could be put into this category because a lot of it is sad, soy lyrics, depressing lyrics, very, very recycled beats, and we are assaulted by this nonstop at the grocery store, at the gym. Anywhere you go, you're assaulted by sound, by noise. Same frequency as everyone else. So that's what I gotta say, man. Modern day country music, because it's just sad, it makes you soft. But any music really. A lot of the music, pop music that is coming out these days, it makes you soft. It makes you too emotional. And I know a lot of people, like the average person, listens to this shit, and they don't even know that it impacts them. So that's one of them. One of our guys, Killian, said vacations. And I agree with that. I do agree with that, man. Like, I always had this problem about traveling. Like, just for the hell of it. Like, just, what do you do when you travel? Like, the most people, when they travel, they go to another place, they get drunk, and they get food. They spend a bunch of money on food and drink. Oh, but I want to see the architecture. I want to see the buildings. Okay, fine. But most people, they just go somewhere else and eat food. That's modern day traveling. All this girls trying to travel, find themselves. Oh, I want to travel the world. Really? That's your purpose? To travel the world? To see some things? You can learn a lot about yourself right where you are. And a lot of times, people, this vacation, getting away, vacation, let's say traveling, just this idea of traveling, modern traveling, has become an escape. What are you going to find out there, dude? If you can't take care of what is at your home and in your environment, why do you need to go travel? If you have to come back for obligations, your job, what's making all this huss and fuss about traveling the world? That's all I got to say about that. Jackson said true crime. Shit is like crack for these women. Dude, big time. Big time. These girls watching this true crime, what does it do to your spirit? Why so many women love this true crime? They get all these emotions, they get afraid, they get fearful, and all this drama. There's something about it. Netflix pumps out these series, TV. A lot of chicks love this true crime, dude. This You show about this freaking psychopath murderer. The Jeffrey Dahmer thing where these girls are starting to simp for Jeffrey Dahmer. Dude, this guy killed a bunch of people. You don't feel any pity for this guy. Like, they eat this shit up. Then they start getting, slowly but surely, their hearts turn to fear. Their minds turn to fear and questioning and being overly skeptical of every single person. And hating men and this and that. You go deep with this. But it's true. You don't just get to watch this without it reaching back into you and sort of changing how you are. So that's one thing. Nathan said Bad Bunny. Yeah, Bad Bunny is definitely a psyop, bro. All these girls dancing to Bad Bunny. Fuck Bad Bunny. It's shitty music. It's shitty music. Nick said, be vulnerable with women as a man. Yes, that is definitely a psyop. You should, I love a man in touch with his emotions is bullshit. Alright, it is BS. Because you do not need to be vulnerable. Because there is no merit in being vulnerable. There is no merit in being a man that opens himself up and lets, like a freaking like a vagina. You open yourself up and let your heart pour out. Why? What is Men have never needed to do this. It doesn't benefit us at all. And it actually makes people disgusted with you. It makes the woman you're with disgusted with you when you pour out your emotions, when you complain, when you always share your feelings. Handle that shit between you and God and your men, with your community. Handle that shit that you're dealing with. You're the captain of the ship, all right? Your woman's gonna jump overboard if the captain's freaking out. Imagine if you were on an airplane and the airplane pilot came on and said, "Guys, I'm just not feeling it. We're 20,000 feet in the air, but I'm just not feeling that good today. Man, my wife just divorced me." We'd be like, "Shut the hell up, dude. Get in there and do your job. Get me off of this thing ASAP." But a lot of guys think that they need to be vulnerable, oversharing, arguing with their women. It's a bunch of bullshit. Be a captain, be a leader. Be stable with yourself. Next, dating apps. I agree. Dating apps are a psyop. And a lot of guys do not like this idea because guess what? They get success on dating apps. And a lot of guys have never had success with women. But when you go on a dating app and you get a little success, you think, "Oh man, this is great. It feels great." Well, sure it does. These women are literally offering themselves up to you and to 100 other guys. "Here, take me, take me." And that is it's just a weird thing when you look at it. It's a very weird thing to partake in this business idea of a dating app. Creating an image, creating this online image portfolio and having someone else see this, shop for you in a sense, swipe, 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 same as they're doing with 100 other people. And then you're getting bottom of the barrel chicks here, man. You're not getting good chicks. Okay, so I just don't recommend using it. Let's see. Moving on here. Brady said the culture war. I agree. Very interesting. Jack said fad diets, carnivore, veganism, and fasting. Moving on. Pricey said, "I don't think our grandparents had ridiculous test levels. The average testosterone levels fell along with an increase in obesity and a decrease in exercise. If you're not fat and exercise regularly, you likely have the same levels as your grandparents had." That's a very interesting take. That's a very interesting take. And I believe that there's truth to that. I think a lot of people, especially young guys, they think they're messed up, like they got low test. Hey, hush, boy. Hey, shh, 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 quiet. Keep it down. They think they got low test and they stress about this. They take all the supplements that they can get their hands on. Leonardo da Vinci did not have supplements. Alexander the Great didn't have all these supplements. He wasn't worried about his test. You got to do some shit with your life. You got to get competitive. You got to lift weights. Take care of yourself. You're probably not a low test soy boy. Okay. Yeah, there's some plastics in the environment. Yeah, maybe the air pollution a bit bad. Whatever, dude. Okay, don't stress about it. Try to eat clean, live a healthy lifestyle, get your sleep, get your sun, lift some freaking weights, have some sex. You'll be fine. Okay? If you're really worried about it, go get it tested. And then you can handle it from there. Moving forward. What else we got? Give us some good ones. We got a lot of conversation going on here about all this stuff. But you should be in here and come talk with the guys. Connor from Australia said this whole don't have kids thing, they will just F up your life and the planet narrative. That narrative is a psyop, he says. I agree. It's actually crazy. I've talked to a lot of chicks. the amount of chicks that don't want to have kids, they don't want to fulfill this biological destiny of theirs. For some reason, they bought into the narrative that they shouldn't have kids. And I think it's sad. Because to be honest, what's going to happen to these chicks once they hit their 30s, 40s? They've just been running around, sleuting around. They can't find any good men. They're gonna be sad, dude, because family matters. Family is important. Something to care for, something to protect, something to look after. I don't think a lot of these girls are thinking long term like that. Let's move forward. Jacob said the replacing of God with science. Science has its place, but it has been pushed out. It has pushed out religion. That's true. A lot of science these days has become God. Whatever science says is the way. A lot of guys don't even question it. A lot of these guys, they watch Andrew Huberman. They're trying to maximize it, over-optimize their life. They got 3-hour routines, take cold showers in between their workout sets. They ice their balls, before going on a date to get their test up. It's like, dude, what the hell's going on? Life used to be a lot more simple. Everyone's trying to over-optimize. Everyone's putting so much emphasis on science. Science says this, science says that. They argue it, but they fight for it like it's a religion. It's actually kind of crazy. Someone said, let's see. He said, the weed psyop. Smoking, I believe this is Nathan. He said, smoking weed all the time. That weed is like this perfectly normal thing that should be legalized. A lot of people, I notice men especially, they smoke weed. They think it's okay to do nothing because it literally changes the chemicals in your brain. You feel happy, you feel good doing nothing, but really you're a loser. And so, that's something to think about. I would just stay away from drugs. One guy said Planet Fitness is a psyop. Vinny said oats and bread not being slave food. He says oats and bread are slave food. Fair enough. Guys, that's modern day psyops. Having a bit of fun with this conversation in the group. In our channel where we shoot the shit, it's called the Pirates Cove. We call it the Cove for short. If you'd like to talk with me and the men, we talk about stuff like this all the time. Fitness stuff, relationships, talking to women, all that jazz. Come join us. But I would like to hear from you down below. What are some modern psyops that you see in your everyday life? I hope to talk to you soon. Peace.